Welcome into TFW Live, the best kept secret in fantasy football, where we keep that week one feeling going all year long. This is episode 366. And I'm going to be watching the New England Patriots face off against the Arizona Cardinals in this Fantasy Football Watch Party. But first, got to let you know that support for TFW Live is brought to you by Manscaped. Our friends at Manscaped are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, and their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate in the men's hygiene bundle, and you can join the 6 million men worldwide who trust in Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you, 20% off plus free worldwide shipping, Whisper Nation, with the code TFWMAN at manscaped.com. Again, that's 20% off and free shipping with the code TFWMAN at manscaped.com. I'm Big Travie, your Whisper Nation, and a couple of our guys are already in here. What's up to Ronald? And everybody else that will be joining in as well. Hope everybody is having a fine Monday. Hope everybody survived some craziness in week 14 that we saw, and I'll get into some of that tonight before we get into the watch party. But hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll into the playoffs or still fighting for that shot. Let me know what you need, if you need anything from tonight's game, what your playoff situations are like, if you survive some craziness. If you're out of it, we'll share in the pain with you. Just share what you've got going on. Drop it in the comments, of course. I, of course, am Big Travie. You can find me on Twitter at Big Travie TFW. And I got to give a lot of gratitude to our members on YouTube who support the show through a monthly subscription. Rodaris Chambers, Hannibal, Gus Ramos, Don Caples, Nick, Brett Zabo, John Credit, Eric Lorenzen, Donnie Tubbs, and Jersey J. And if you want to join that growing list of YouTube members, and you're watching this on YouTube from a desktop computer or a laptop, hit join next to the video now, and you'll be able to join and just get that comment priority, get your badge, get everything you need to join Whisper Nation in that YouTube membership. And of course, you could just join. You could just join us here on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitter, jump on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button right now. We're trying to get just one more subscriber on this stream, just one more, and it could be you. Let us know where you're coming in from, and we'd love to shout you out on the show. Normally, these watch parties, it's been a while. I've been sick. I apologize. We've missed a few of these. It's just been battling some of this respiratory stuff. So appreciate you guys sticking with us right on cue. I cough a little bit here. But really appreciate you guys sticking with us and rocking with us on this watch party. Normally what we would do is we would get going through through Underdog. And they don't just have best ball. You can do their bet slips if you're in the right state. I am in Colorado, and right now they don't do the prop betting in Colorado. But if you want to put some money on this game, or in the future on Thursday, Sunday, Saturday, we're going to have some games, go ahead and go to Underdog Fantasy. Use the promo code TFW, and they will match your deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy with the promo code TFW, and they can match your money there. Appreciate everybody watching. Drop that like on your way in if you can. Ronald in here saying it's Devontae Parker for me against Hollywood for Jay for the playoffs in the Listener League. Well, let's take a look at this. I will share my screen here, and we will take a look at this exact matchup as Ronald is talking about here. I think I screwed myself out of playoffs because Strofe won, but I only put up 54, as you'll be able to see here soon. What's up, Albert? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being in here. Let me know if you got anything going on tonight, as this game is about to start. Kickoff is just getting underway. Patriots are kicking off to the Cardinals here. So, as Ronald was saying, we got to get into this. Let's see. As Ronald was saying here, let's see. Matchups. So we will get into, let's see, Jersey J. Oh, because Jersey J is playing Donnie, who is on the cruise ship right now for his and so we need Marquise. He needs Marquise Brown to overtake Donnie's Ramondre and Jacoby. Well, Jacoby Myers is out, so I don't think he's. Yeah, that was okay. So, and then what about you, Ron? Are you cruising for a win here? No, but you are trying to sneak in as well. And you need Devontae Parker here. So is it about points? It must be about points, Ron. Trying to get it in there. Oh, I'm in. If you say so, buddy, I would love that. I think that Stroff outscored me and is going to catch up ground on points above me. So that's why I think I'm out. But we will see how that goes. Listener League is awesome. 16 team, 4 flex. Donnie will beat him and I will lose. So it'll come down to points. Okay, well, good luck, Ron. Since you're in the chat, I'm rooting for you. Sorry, Jay. Ron's on the show here. I got to root for Ron. He's got an 8-point lead and Devontae Parker here. So on 1st and 10, we get a James Conner run for about 3 or 4 yards here. Let me know what everybody thinks is going to happen tonight. I got the Patriots probably grinding this one out against the Cardinals. I need a miracle in a PPR league from Marquise Brown to survive the first round of the playoffs because I'm an idiot. I'm a commissioner in that league, and I left the playoffs at weeks 14 through 17 instead of 15 through 18 or 14 through – Kyler Murray is down, and it is not looking good. Uh-oh. See, he went out for a scramble here. It was a non-contact, went immediately down. I'm not seeing anything, but that's usually not good if it's a non-contact. So we'll see what happens here, but Kyler is – it's not looking good for our guy K1 here. Woof. That is some rough stuff. Non-contacts are never great. You know, you're looking at something like a ACL. I don't know, the way he went down. I don't know. Oh man, that is some sad stuff. Yeah, well, maybe now you will win. I mean, maybe. I needed Marquise Brown, but like I was saying in a PPR league, I left the playoff settings on weeks 14 through 17 instead of 14 through 16 instead of 15 through 17, and I had Aaron Jones and Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave all on bye. I feel like it's just karma for me not being a good commissioner in that league and getting the playoffs in the right spot. So unless I get 34 points out of Marquise Brown, we'll see. It's hopefully nobody in the chat or in Whisper Nation needed Kyler Murray here. That is an absolute brutal blow. There, and it looks like I'm getting an update from Sleeper that they're bringing out the cart. So it hasn't gone back from commercial yet for me, but whew, that is some really, really tough stuff. Man, Kyler Murray, very tumultuous season for Kyler Murray. This is a late injury too, so you really feel for the Cardinals, everything they've gone up against. They extended Kyler Murray. They extended the GM. They extended Cliff Kingsbury, and they are outside of the playoffs with a major injury to Kyler Murray. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. I'm going to get over to Discord and see if we can get some people in here. But yes, let me know if you got every. Oh man, he's on the cart, and it looks terrible. So it looks like we could be looking at some sort of season ender. Oh man. And Ronald saying I do have a game where I need Mac Jones, and Kyler Murray to get less than 20 points. That I wrote off. Injuries suck, though. Yeah, but, I mean, this one's shaping up for you there as Colt McCoy will take over here, and James Conner gets a reception there for – yeah, this is rough. I got a buddy in another league that I'm in. he needed Kyler tonight and James Conner and Nick Folk to get him out of a 40-point hole. That's not happening. He's texting me right now. It is brutal out there in these streets, and we saw, I mean, how much of the craziness did we see yesterday? I mean, T. Higgins was reportedly injured it, as we see a reception here for, is that Corey Clement? Yeah. So, I mean, Colt McCoy isn't a bad backup. I'm not saying that you'd rather have Colt than Kyler, but right now you would because Kyler can't play. But Colt McCoy has been able to show some poise, able to get the ball out quickly. He's played some good games already this year, and he played some last year as well. We'll see what the Cardinals are able to do. I mean, it's a definite downgrade to the offense, though, as far as upside is concerned for the offense. But yeah, back to, oh no, James Conner able to fall on what would have been a fumble here on first down. Ron saying injuries suck, and they do. And how about T. Higgins yesterday, who, injured in warm-ups, but Zach Taylor was quoted saying, I didn't see any reason to rule him out. Well, what the hell, Zach Taylor? I mean, what the hell is that? If he got injured and aggravated in the warm-ups, why didn't you rule him out? And it really screwed us because they took him off the injury report, and then he re-injured the hamstring, and I have T. Higgins all over the place. And, it was brutal. Absolutely brutal to have him in those spots. Trying for an out route there to DeAndre Hopkins. It's broken up by the Patriots here. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for Colt McCoy and the Cardinals. All right, so it is that 3rd and 12. Colt McCoy in the shotgun. James Conner to his left. You got 4 wide, 3 on one side, 3 by 1. Little dump off to Conner. He's trying to turn the corner, but he will not get the first down. Appreciate Whisper Nation rocking with me tonight as we do this watch party, trying to get these back in the flow. We should have another good game on Thursday. Seahawks versus the 49ers. The Brock Purdy saga continues. We've got Ken Walker news to see if he can come back. And, it's going to be the first action of presumably most of your fantasy playoffs in your fantasy playoff life. So we're going to be here rooting with you guys, trying to get it done and trying to figure out your playoffs. So this guy on a boat somewhere, dude. He's like Lonely Island as the Cardinals missed the field goal. Donnie checking in with us. I think he's on his way to Catalina, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember where your cruise is, but appreciate you. Miss you too, Donnie. Hope you're having a blast. You and Nicole, wish you all the best and all the love. Appreciate you guys out there. Well, about 10 minutes left in the first. Yeah, so docked at Catalina. Glad I could see your face. Appreciate it. Donnie tempting the fantasy gods. He did leave in Jacoby Myers. I wonder if that's what you're alluding to. It's a knee injury for Kyler Murray. That's the update I just got, which is probably going to be a torn ACL, MCL. Damn. Need about 16 out of Hopkins for me to make 3 different playoffs. It's going to be tougher now, but if it's PPR, you'd probably be – it's doable. It's going to be a little tougher now with Colt McCoy and Kyler Murray hurt. But, Scott, we're wishing you the best here. I'd love to hear, I think, 53 leagues or something you said you're in. How many of those have you made the playoffs in, Scott, depending on this Hopkins situation? It is a bear on my shirt. It's just a polo I got from Ross. So it's just a polo I'm wearing on a Monday. Just a typical white guy wearing a polo to work on a Monday. But yeah, I like blue. And spend some time living in California, so it's definitely very Cal Bears like, but not a huge fan. Ooh, because it wasn't the listener league, Scott. That's for sure. Damn, terrible year. Only around 30. So 30 of your 50. That's a pretty good year, I'd say. I mean, that's for any kind of gambling. Oh, you're in 30 leagues and you haven't counted yet. Yeah, I have a ton of polos as well. Big ask Austin. We're big polo guys. Big polo energy, But I'm a big fan of polos as well. All right, so Mac Jones and the Patriots are taking over after the missed field goal. They're on their own 40-yard line here, 1st and 10. We'll see what the Patriots have cooking up. Mac Jones was adamant. Oh, there's Parker with a nice catch for you, Ron, right off the bat. In 54 leagues, only going to make about 30. That's really good. I wouldn't say that's a bad year at all. It's pretty good. I wear the polos and the quarter zips because you typically don't have to iron them. It's a good call. Save you some work there. Last week on the Thursday night game, the Patriots played against the Bills. Mac Jones was seen basically saying, throw the fucking ball. The run game sucks. Throw the ball. And it looks like he was yelling at Matt Patricia. They come out of the gate. They throw on the first play. Big first down gain. Of course, they ran it here. Only got 1 yard. So interested to see how the Patriots offense, that's not something they usually give into. They don't usually care about your quarterback. I mean, obviously you cared a little more when you had Brady, but when players speak up, they don't really normally care. You might get punished for that. 28 of 32 leagues, man. That's incredible. That's really good. How about Jeff Wilson? That guy turned back into a pumpkin. He did get hurt in that game. But yeah, I mean, the Miami offense has basically turned into a pumpkin back-to-back weeks. Tua has looked shell-shocked, not good. Looked like he's seeing a bit of ghosts out there. I mean, just launching the ball to nobody on that intentional grounding. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I have Tua in a couple spots. I mean, nowhere I'm in the playoffs, but I was big on Tua, man. Big fan of Tua and what McDaniel's been able to do. Miami's story, and they're in a rough patch right now. San Francisco kind of exposed him a little bit, and then we got the Chargers playing really good ball, and Justin Herbert taking it personally last night. Yeah, I mean, Hill does his thing. I mean, Waddle has basically, as Tua has dipped, so has Waddle and the run game, honestly. And then, Tyreek's going to get his pretty much no matter what because he's having an awesome year. I feel so bad for some people here. If you had Kyler Murray, man, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal. If you had Kyler Murray and you were looking to get into the playoffs, or if you were relying on Kyler, let's say you had, you have Hopkins. Like Scott's talking 3 leagues, he needs Hopkins to go off in. I needed that league. I need a miracle in the one league I'm in the playoffs already. I mean, in the one league I'm in where the playoffs have started, Marquise Brown, I needed some magic. I don't think that's going to happen with our guy Colt McCoy. Do we go pick up McCoy and Superflex? I mean, if you are in desperate need of that second QB, I would definitely look at McCoy. I mean, there's some other ones. Purdy, if he's available. Ron was talking a little bit about that in the chat of him being available in our 16-team listener league. I mean, I couldn't really trust a pocket passing QB that's a third stringer. I went with Tyler Huntley in the listener league, and here I am sitting with a guy who, I basically had Lamar and Huntley back-to-back weeks, go out on me early and screw up my points for the listener league. So after starting out with 8 wins, I'm pretty sure I'm in danger of missing, but Ron says I'm in, so let's hope Ron's right. I don't hate the McCoy pickup, though. Cheers. My guy is texting me right now. He just lost Murray, lost his shot into the playoffs for the most part. And I told him, man, this is brutal. This is what happens, but it's also why we keep coming back. These terrible bad beats. Definitely been on a rough stretch, but those are sometimes the guys that kill the playoffs when they limp in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling great. My confidence isn't high in the team unless I can get Lamar back, because so much of my team is built on the double dip between Lamar and Mark Andrews. Then, of course, I also have Kelsey. And Andrews, I mean, way more than Kelsey, they've been in these slow stretches. So unless I can get that to turn for me, it's not looking great. And there's a lot of good teams in that listener league, a lot of teams that are staying healthier than mine, and we'll see what happens. Was feeling good about the James Cook pickup. That's one of the things about getting so many wins early when you do the rotisserie waiver wire thing is you don't end up getting good, especially in a 16 team, you don't end up getting any of the good waiver wires. So, I'm not crying about it. It is what it is. That's fantasy for you. James Conner taking the carry here is a nice gain, probably a 24, 25-yard gain. Let's see. First and 10 here. The 27-yard line. Play fake to Connor, going deep down to Robbie Anderson. Helping absolutely no one. I was going to talk a little bit about some of these guys that went off yesterday. Well, Trevor Lawrence, 33 points in a 4-point touchdown league. That was behind 3 touchdowns, 368 yards. We had Jalen Hurts doing Jalen Hurts thing. I mean, how good are the Eagles right now? Just running all over everyone. I know that really excites Ronald. As the Cardinals have another 1st and 10, and it's give to Connor here, who's pounding his way for about 3 or 4 yards. Scott said, had way too many players starting in a 16-team league. Need to cut 2 players off next season. Made it about health instead of skill of play. Ronald said, calling you out, though, Scott said, you drafted injured players. If I do remember right, yeah, you did take some didn't you take Michael Thomas off the bat? So, I mean, I don't know who else. Did you take Hopkins in this league too, where he was suspended? So, I mean, I know you were a big Hopkins guy. I don't know if you took him in this league, but it's one of the things you can't do in a 16-team league is fill your roster with a bunch of guys you got to wait on, then you're waiting all year. Matthew Judon has been an excellent player for the Patriots here as he gets a sack. So 3rd and 13 for the Cardinals here. Colt McCoy back to throw over the middle to Hopkins, who gets that 13 and then some, maybe about 15. There is a flag on the play. I don't know what they're going to get here. Offensive, because Hopkins looks like he's guilty, so I don't know what's going on here. And it looks like Colt McCoy. Oh, illegal shift. Not good. Legal shift on Marquise Brown, who did not get set before they snapped the ball. As you know, they've been trying to crack down on that this year a lot more. So, 3rd and 18 after a nice play by DeAndre Hopkins. And I know our guy, Scott, was sad to see that get wiped off. All right, let's see if the Cardinals can rally here. A long way to go on 3rd down. And a little dump off here to Trey McBride. He'll probably get that 5 back for the penalty, but not much more as we're looking at another Cardinals punt likely. And as you can imagine, I mean, maybe we thought there'd be more fireworks with Kyler Murray in, but if you imagine Mac Jones and the Patriots versus backup quarterback, this is what you're getting. As I said, made it about who had the luck of health, Scott saying back in. But you didn't have just players go down. You drafted that weakness. That's not knowing format. I mean, we had the rules up for you a couple weeks. We even did a mock draft live the week before. So, look, I'd love to excuse you here, Scott. You know, I'd love to just give you excuses because you are like a walking excuse. But, you know, I think you got to, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it takes a ton of skill to play in this league, but I'm saying, like, it is a league, you know, and if you're playing in 50 leagues, you had to really turn the waiver in this one and really be on top of stuff. And if you just, you know, have this as one of the ones you're checking once a week or twice a week, you know, I think some of the best teams in this league were ones that were on top of waiver stuff. State Farm Stadium for Monday Night Football over in Glendale, Arizona, in Johnny's neck of the woods. He's got to be lamenting right now with Kyler Murray. I know he's got him in Dynasty. He's obviously a big Cardinals fan, so not going to be good. But I may be playing Johnny in the first round of Dynasty, so hopefully that is who I'm playing. Without sans Kyler Murray, that would be great. Oh, Ronald saying that's where the Eagles will play in the Super Bowl this year. Yeah, right now, you guys are the class of the NFC for sure. Are you worried, Ronald, about anybody in the NFC? Maybe Dallas, they know you pretty well. San Francisco, if Brock Purdy is legit. It's kind of who I'm thinking is, you know, Minnesota, they just don't have a defense. Otherwise, I'd say maybe Minnesota. But, you know, you guys handled Minnesota on Monday night early on. So, Ron, what do you think? Anybody you worried about the NFC, and who would you want to play? Who do you think you'll play? Who would you want to play out of the AFC in that Super Bowl? We talk about players that went off yesterday. At the running back position, Jerick McKinnon, okay, 6 for 22 rushing, but 9 targets, 7 catches, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now, it was kind of 2 broken plays that got him there. But still, McKinnon has been a guy, if you look over the last couple of weeks since CH has gone down, 10 touches, 13 touches. He's been ingrained in this offense. 14 points in PPR, 32 points in PPR. In fact, over the last 6 weeks, He's had 10 or more PPR points in 4 of 6 games. So McKinnon's starting to come on a little bit. So Scott, later, buddy. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you popping in here. I think Dallas can win this next matchup, but not in the playoffs. Yeah, look, I played Rachaad White in a lot of spots too, and PPR wasn't too bad. I'm in a real conundrum in one league. I got a 3-headed monster 4 weeks ago. I was really excited about this team. Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, and Ken Walker. But now I'm going to probably be starting Rachaad White. We'll see what happens with Ken Walker's health. Let's see, Mac Jones. They're backed up against their own goal line here, but they're getting some breathing room out of Stevenson with this carry. Yeah, that last-minute fumble was super tough out of Rachaad White. It was tough to stomach. And look, this is the game with him. They're going to need good. I mean, not to be playing the 49ers every week would help, but good game script's going to help him too. And I just think he's so ingrained inside the offense as a pass catcher. So if you have any kind of PPR format, I think Rachaad White's going to be a nice flex play week to week. But I think McKinnon's getting there too, just with the way they run the offense. Well, Devontae Parker just looked like he had that wobbly stuff that was going on. We'll see what happens here. I think they're going to pull him out of this game, though. Look, he can't even stand up. Yeah, they got to pull him out. Yeah, he's concussed for sure. Maybe Ron, you could help me with the name of that phrase when they have the instability. Looks like Parker's going to leave this game though. Was it like axiom or I can't remember. Axitatum or and I'm botching it. Let me see. Gross motor instability, but what was the name? Ataxia. That is the name for the gross motor NFL gross motor instability. Well, Whisper Nation, if you don't have any other questions or anything else going on, I'll probably cut this after the first quarter and jump into some more stuff. I'll be back with you for waivers. Healthy now, so God willing, I'll be healthy the rest of the week. Be with you for waivers on Tuesday. Be with you for the watch party on Thursday, and potentially rocking with you Saturday. I got to see what's going on with my schedule. See what's going on with Donnie, some of the other guys. But since we got the Saturday triple header, maybe we'll go and do a little watch party for one of those games. We'll have to figure out maybe one or two of those games. But yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions. Of course, the Discord is absolutely free. Hit that link in the chat or in the description here on YouTube for the free Discord channel. And if you want to support the show, we got Patreon, we got the YouTube membership and all the good stuff too. But we'll be rocking and rolling with you as we get into Week 14 playoff action here. I mean, Week 15 this week coming up. Playoff action is with us. Eagle Fang in the chat, man. Play DJ Moore over Mike Williams. Yeah. Mike Williams is a scary one for me. It ended up being DJ Moore who got injured in that one. And the Panthers, man, in a game where they put up some points too. That's a rough one, Eagle Fang. I'm pretty sure I probably advised you off of Mike Williams because I was a little scared to start him in most of the leagues I had him. So I apologize if that was on me. Hopefully it didn't cost you the win or the playoffs or anything like that. But it looks like Mike Williams made it through unscathed and he's back and you'll be ready to rock and roll. DJ Moore day to day with the ankle and knee situation. Or I think it's an ankle. Yeah, Panthers all run for sure. Have Hopkins. My open table. My opponent has Pats D up by 9. Well, you're going to need Colt McCoy to get Hopkins going. I mean, he's had some good looks. Unfortunately, some stuff wiped off the board. Ooh, Mac Jones with the stutter step there. He's going to launch. Nope. Ended up just running out of bounds here. Yeah, I mean, they see no one saw it. I like Foreman. I think Foreman's probably the guy you can go with, especially if you can project the game script to be close. It was a decent matchup, and I think Foreman did okay. I don't think Foreman was terrible for you. Can he get in for a touchdown? He did not get in for a touchdown, but he had 74 yards on the ground. So wasn't great, wasn't awesome. All right, so we've got 1st and 10 here for Mac Jones and the Patriots. After a Jones run here. So we got Jones and Ramondre in the backfield now. The give is to Ramondre off the fake sweep for about 3 or 4 yards here. No, Stevenson's not hurt. Oh, I spoke too soon. Your feed's probably – damn, dude, this has been brutal this week. We're hoping Stevenson's okay. Jeez, man. Eagle Fang saying flip a coin on those Panthers running backs. And now we have Ramondre dead on the – ooh, that's not good. You see that the way the ankle got pinned under here. Let's see. Patriots. Well, he's walking off now, but he definitely rolled his ankle there. Yeah, we had Parker, Murray, now Stevenson, all exiting these games, all exiting the game here. Brutality at its finest here on primetime. See if is this Kevin Harris here maybe or Pierre Strong. I'd have to see. I don't know which one. Ooh, that one popped out. Oh, well, they got a piece of that one as Mac Jones threw it, and there was a pick there by the Cardinals. Yeah, I mean, I was listening to Sirius XM on the way home, and Matthew Berry was bringing this up. I have Mark Andrews in 3-4 leagues, including the Listener League, Eagle Fang. So I'm right there with you, a little flabbergasted. Obviously, we've had Lamar was struggling before the injury. Then he got injured. I think he was kind of playing through some stuff too. And, you know, Tyler Huntley was supposed to be not an upgrade from Lamar, but a guy that at least could look to Mark Andrews. If you look at this game, 35% target market share, Eagle Fang, is what Andrews has. But it is a tough situation. I don't know who you're going to start him. Who are you going to bench him for? Evan Ingram, if you got him on waivers because of this big game? I wouldn't chase the points. You know, if you want to get ballsy and do that for these other guys, by all means, go do it. But for me, it's going to be Mark Andrews. He's getting at least targets. This has become a very, very run-heavy team, even more than it already was. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing it. I'm putting Andrews in there. You would think some positive regression is heading his way. Had Ingram on the bench, LOL. Yeah, that's rough. But I mean, you're not gonna. I can't advise that. I'm not gonna personally ever do that. But I understand if you're tired of it, it's your team. That's what makes us pretend GMs have so much fun. We get to do shit like that. You say no more, Andrews. But I wouldn't personally. That's not something my style right there. We'll see what happens this weekend, too. I mean, if they're down to the third string quarterback, you could definitely make a case for like, hey, I'm going to roll with the hot hand and Ingram, but just know that tight ends are a crapshoot as it is. You just no longer have the positional advantage you had once with Andrews. You're just playing the crapshoot with everybody else. Luckily, he is a talented and, a great tight end. It should work out. The talent should rise to the top here. All right, guys, normally we go to the half on these. Like I said, we got about a minute left. I'm going to cut it at the first quarter. So, yeah. It's risky for sure, Eagle Fang, but that's what we got to do sometimes, man. We got to risk it, no biscuit. 2nd and 7 here for the Cardinals. About 43 seconds. If you guys have any questions, prop them in here. I'll try and get them before we're out, but otherwise I'm going to be taking off here. Appreciate Whisper Nation rocking with me as we got back into this watch party situation this week, and we're going to keep them going. On Thursday, we'll be back. Donnie will be with me. We'll make sure we get you to the half as Marquise Brown gets another catch here on 2nd and 7. And that's probably going to run us to the second quarter. So Ronald, Jayers, Eagle Fang, Scott, Albert, appreciate you all rocking with me here. We will be back with you tomorrow for the waiver show. So tune in there and make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Of course, I know you guys all are. And we'll see you in the Discord if not. Appreciate you. Much love. Big Travie out. We're the Fantasy Whispers. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Right here.
Look at you go. You made it to the end of another one of our videos. Hey, if you still have some questions, I totally understand. Or you just want to join an awesome fantasy football community, head on over to our Discord chat. Link is in the description below. And if you're still not sold on us, check out one of these.